Let's take a look at what's going on across our country, because that is what's really in control of our weather. And basically what we're seeing here, the blues are areas generally of higher pressure, with the warmer colors being your low pressure centers. Notice that as we go through the end of the work week, all of our low pressure storms are moving across really Canada and the northern tier of the United States. That's going to leave things very quiet across much of the southeast, and it's also going to keep our temperatures on the warm side, especially as we get towards the end of the week. Now, we do have a little weak backdoor cold front. It's really not a backdoor front. Usually backdoor fronts will come in from the northeast. This one's more like a side door front because it's not really coming from the northwest as you generally expect. It looks like those northern counties, you can see the little clouds moving across there, might manage to get a little bit of a frontal passage and a wind shift, but it's not going to be much more than that because it's extremely weak. And with the high pressure in control, it looks like we're going to see very pleasant temperatures as we get towards the end of the week going into the weekend. So there's that high pressure. It's going to be in control not just for us, but actually down into the Gulf. But where did the cold air go? Well, we still have some cold air across the southern United States, really southern Georgia back down into Florida. That's where we see the freeze warnings are now in effect. Southern tier of Georgia there going into Florida. It looks like some very cold temperatures for them over the next couple of nights, but that high pressure moving off to the southeast, that's going to again allow cooler temperatures to head towards the southeast and away from us. So what does the high pressure system look like for us as far as overnight low temperatures are concerned? Let me get my correct map here, and I guess I will probably show you that. It's going to be chilly. Yeah, we're going to see readings close to freezing and probably a little bit below, especially across parts of the northern tier. Overall in town, you're looking at maybe mid, possibly upper 30s, depending on where you are. More to the south, you'll see those upper 30-degree temperatures. More to the north, closer to the mid 30s there. Milledgeville probably going to be down around 35, 36 degrees. As we get out towards Thomaston, somewhere around 34. But that's not going to be the story for very long, because we are going to see temperatures increasing. Look at this. By the time we hit Saturday, we're looking at 70s, 60s as we go towards the end of your work week with sunny skies. And then it gets a little dicey here in this part of the forecast. It's possible we could see a low pressure storm track toward us and give us a chance of some showers. But for now, we'll just go ahead and say partly cloudy. Temperatures staying in the 70s, overnight lows in the 40s and the 50s. So enjoy. Jobina?
Wow, Orelon, thank you so much.